between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The Raven defense taking the field a few moments ago, and their all-time leading sack man, Terrell Suggs, was firing up the troops. They get set for what should be a good matchup with the Cincinnati Bengals. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Calling the shots in the huddle will be the 8th-year man from TCU. His first season in his 30s. The quarterback is Andy Dalton.
2 straight subpar years for the Bengals, 6-9-1 in 2016, followed by a 7-9 in 2017. Many are starting to wonder whether Andy Dalton's actually on the hot seat this year. It's unfortunate. It comes with the territory when you're a starting quarterback in the NFL, even if it's not always fair.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Mixon. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's Dalton. And some room to maneuver. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flacco here on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. 3rd down here.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flacco off play action. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Here's Dalton going deep downfield for Roll. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there, 75 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Michael Crabtree, 74 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bengals getting set to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Flush to his right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job at leveraging the offense.
Stays on his feet. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now Flacco and the Raven offense come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Andrew Billings with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. A look here at the Bengals defense, and focusing on the secondary, they're going to have a new look because on August 19th, the Bengals parted ways with George Iloka. He was with them for the last 6 seasons.
And they put a lot of draft capital into their secondary in recent years. Darqueze Dennard, Drake Kirkpatrick, William Jackson, all first-round cornerbacks. This year, they went into the draft to try and fortify their safety position, and they did with Jesse Bates out of Wake Forest, a center field roaming type of player that they hope will be a ball hawk on the back end, especially now with Iloka being cut.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And out now, here come the Bengals. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer. Create space.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second down, Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits 000. And time is up on the 1st quarter. It's the Bengals in the lead. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. Now, I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
And as we say, yeah, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
Listen, we can be broken records all we want. Bottom line is, lather up that big horse and let him run.
Crabtree with it over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Looks like a free play here for Flacco. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. They run with Collins. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Second down, Flacco now. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's Flacco. Over receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st. Now Collins, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Flacco. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Flacco gives it Allen. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Flacco looks to throw, and that is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Dalton throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Now the Bengals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he goes down. Dalton couldn't get rid of it, and that will be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now Joe Flacco and the offense heading back out onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Crabtree has it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Allen here on the screen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Flacco will take to the air again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Ravens on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. Operating off play action. Flacco. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So we've reached halftime here in what we saw to be a very competitive first half. 8-7, just a one-point game at intermission. As we send you down 2. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. Time to discuss Michael Crabtree. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Underneath to Allen. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Flacco now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. This is Collins on the handoff. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Andrews. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Hey, Roger, 5-4.
Now a give to Collins. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Flacco here on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Michael Johnson in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. That's taken on the 25. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Joe Flacco and company heading back out onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Here's Collins. And some space here. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. Now Flacco. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
I know at retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Flacco to throw again on second down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Flacco. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 11-7. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off. Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Andy Dalton now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Caught. Eifert over the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now Joe Flacco and the offense heading back out onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 1st down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Flacco from the gun. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Flacco from midfield. Airing one deep for Crabtree. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding, offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
To pass, Flacco. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Holding. Offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off.
Delay of game. Offense.
So that'll back them up 5.
Still 2nd down.
And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Looking deep for... And got his man complete. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Flacco. Looking right side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Big chunks of yardage the last few plays, and the Ravens have another 1st down. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now it's Flacco. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. Once more, it's Flacco. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They go pass again with Flacco. And able to find John Brown. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On 1st and goal, Collins. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Second down, Dalton. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 38. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Dalton here from the gun. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you go.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Flacco, he's going deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. And now he stops it with a spike at 8 seconds. And unable to connect. It's incomplete. And the clock stopped at 8 seconds. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. It's do or die for Dalton. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted.
all my haters, they skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a